Welcome back, everyone. Following the Lakers picking up Christian Koloko and officially signing him to a two-way contract, many have been wondering about what kind of role he'll fill for their team. Will it be an every-game rotation role, a matchup-dependent role off the bench, or what exactly will it be? And what can we expect from him? We'll break it all down. But before we get too far into it, if you do want more NBA content from me, and non-Lakers content at that, then don't forget to check out my second channel, JSM Plus. That's where I talk about the other 29 teams in the NBA, and do not talk about the Lakers. So if you want to hear my thoughts about the other 29 teams, then be sure to check it out. There will be a link for it in the video description down below. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. And again, Christian Koloko can primarily impact the game on defense up until this point. He's definitely a raw prospect, and especially offensively, but he can already impact the game defensively, and he showed that throughout his rookie year, which Lakers could definitely benefit from. After all, they were the 17th rated defense overall last season, being the 8th rated defense during their first 30 games, but then being the 23rd rated defense during their final 52, and again averaging out to be a below average defensive team. And with that being said, what happened? And well, they began dealing with injuries to their best point of attack and wing defenders, losing Gabe Vincent during only their 4th game of the regular season. And while a lot of people are mad at him for getting hurt or don't really remember the player that he definitely was an impactful point of attack defender for them, and obviously prior to him joining their team. And after they lost him, that left them relying on D'Lo and Reeves to fill that point of attack defense role, which obviously never really panned out. After that, they lost Cam Reddish in late December, and he never fully recovered from that injury, and that definitely did hurt their defense. In fact, Cam Reddish getting hurt directly correlated with their defensive rating falling off. And then finally, they lost Jared Vanderbilt, or never really had a healthy Jared Vanderbilt for much of the year. He only finally began getting healthy in late December, if not mid-January, and then got hurt again in early February, and that injury knocked him out for the entirety of the regular season. So again, they were looking at Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, and Jared Vanderbilt to be their best point of attack and wing defenders, and they barely had any of them throughout the entire season, let alone all three of them healthy at any one point, which obviously did hurt their defense. And when you are playing without your best point of attack and wing defenders, that leaves you relying a lot more heavily on your rim protection, which apart from Anthony Davis, they really didn't have. They obviously do and will get it from Anthony Davis, but he can't play every single minute. And when you're relying on a rim protector apart from Anthony Davis, they got very little of it. Christian Wood was an alright liability on defense, and definitely in regard to rim protection, he simply can't be that last line of defense and really needs other good defenders around him, if not another rim protector like Anthony Davis with him. And then while Jackson Hayes showed the ability to do it at times, I'm not sure he can fill that role for them either. Again, he can be okay at times, but he's not really that sole rim protector last line of defense. He's more of a switchable defender and more of a versatile defender compared to Christian Koloko, and definitely Christian Wood as well, but not really that sole rim protector. He can't really be that last line of defense or be truly relied on to block shots routinely at the rim, and that's why they kind of need a different one, a guy like Christian Koloko who can man their defense when AD is off the court. And again, they can't play Anthony Davis every single minute, so they do need that guy, and I think Christian Koloko can be that for them. Even with him being a two-way contract, having only 1 year in the NBA under his belt, and coming back from a health issue, I think he has proven to be capable of filling that role for them. And especially compared to Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes, he is a much better option to play at center defensively compared to them. And here's why. During his rookie year, Christian Koloko led the entire Toronto Raptors team in blocks per game up until the trade deadline, and only playing 14 minutes per game while doing it, averaging about 1.1 of them per game or about 2.8 of them per 36 minutes. And if you look around the league, that was actually 8th in blocks per game per 36 minutes among qualifying players, aka guys that played over 50 games. And simply put, the guy has great timing around the rim, he has shown great instincts, and although he can be a little bit foul happy at times, that kind of comes down to him being a young player and being a bit bouncy at the rim and trying to block every shot, which again can be a negative at times, but he's shown more good things as a rim protector compared to negative ones. And even apart from blocks per game, which definitely don't tell the full tale of a good defender, let alone a good rim protector in general, I often point to Mo Bamba about that, being a good shot blocker but not a good defender overall. I don't think that's the case for Christian Koloko. He definitely did have some rookie miscues on defense, but all around was very effective. Again, I do think his block per game average hiked up his defensive numbers a little bit, and maybe a lot of it, probably higher than they should have been, but I still do think he was an effective and productive defender nonetheless. He was actually #1 defensive Raptor rating on the Toronto Raptors during his rookie year, having a plus 2.3 rating. And for reference, that was higher than OG Anunoby, who made second team all defense that season. Pretty damn good. And while he kind of was a liability offensively, only shooting 48% from the field, a paltry 8% from 3, and simply not finishing well around the rim for a 7-footer, his defensive impact alone made him a productive player, having a plus 0.9 WAR rating, aka wins above replacement rating, and that right there points to him being an effective and productive player. The Raptors were actually plus 8.5 points better with Koloko on the court compared to him off the court, and he actually had a pretty good net rating as well. Another thing pointing to him being a productive player and actually benefiting their team from his defense alone. Even with him being an offensive liability at times, he was simply that good defensively, and with them not having good rim protection until they traded for Jakob Poeltl, he kind of was invaluable to their defense. I think we gotta remember that it will take him time to get back to that level, or at least it probably will anyways. He did take a year off due to a blood clot, but he is without a doubt the Lakers' best rim protector after Anthony Davis, and it's really not up for debate if you ask me. Whether you're looking at numbers, the eye test, or whatever it might be, he is a way better sole rim protector than either one of Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes. And even if you're talking about matchup dependent games, I think that should give him minutes on the court. But even beyond this season, I think Christian Koloko could and hopefully will be a part of the future. Now, will he be their backup center of the future? That's up for debate, but he is only 24 years old, is a good rim protector already, and should be fairly cheap to retain barring him having a breakout season, which would take a lot. Even though I think he can be a productive role player for them, it would take a lot for him to have a true breakout, and does get a big contract next summer, which they probably don't want to have to pay him. But again, I would not be completely opposed to it, and I think they should give him an opportunity. And even apart from defense, he has shown other potential on the court as well, even on offense. Again, not being good right now, only shooting 48% from the field during his rookie year, but I like the fact that he's not afraid to take shots, and even from the 3-point line as well. He attempted 12 of them during his rookie season, and a few more of them down in the G League as well. And simply put, he's not afraid to take them, he wants to learn how to become an effective floor spacing big, and thus earn him a bigger role as well, which he definitely would earn if he could ever do that for them. Now, I'm not expecting it this season, let alone the next 2 or 3, but maybe sometime down the road he could become that. Maybe not for them, but simply as an NBA player in general, and hopefully it will be for them too. I'm not sure Anthony Davis will still be as mobile at that point, but if he could ever become a 3-point shooting big to pair with Anthony Davis, that would be quite the defensive duo. 2 elite rim protectors, 2 elite lob threats, fairly switchable defenders, and versatile athletic players overall. That would really be the end goal here for Christian Koloko, and definitely for the Lakers as well in my opinion. With that being said though, I think that'll pretty much do it, and let me know what you guys think about Christian Koloko, what he can offer their team this season, and then maybe what he could become for them later on down the road. Let me know in the comments down below. But I think that'll pretty much do it, and if you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and turn on notifications so you never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.